Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I just wanted to cover a couple of basic topics today related to skincare and humidity, and just go over like simple hairstyles for that as well. So I'll just go ahead and jump right in, and I'm going to talk about a concealer that's actually super inexpensive, and I've found it to be a really good one. It's the Sephora Best Skin Ever. And they had this on sale basically during their promotion days, which were their VIB. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Their VIB and their insider specials that they do. I think they do them like twice a year. And so this was like 30% off, and it's like a really cool Sephora product. I would say it's comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape, which I have like the mini and like the full size. So these are really good products, but I actually almost think this one's better. So I'll just show you how to kind of go in on a humid day and not wear too much makeup but still look put together. So I prepped my eyes already. I just did like my normal shadow. I'll probably just go over it again because it's just kind of like a blueprint of what I want, and then I'll just go in with like the final touches, and then I'll just go down the bridge of my nose. But I'm not trying to wear like foundation in this weather because it's just like you could just tell how hot it is even with the AC running. So just kind of at the corners of the mouth, lift up, and a little U shape on the chin, and then a little bit on the forehead, and then down the bridge of the nose. And then I'll just kind of clean it up as I go along. I found this really cool big puff yesterday at Sephora, and I tried it once so far. This is my second go around with it. I kind of like how like it's a flat bottom and then top is like pointy for around the eyes. And they had like two other items in the packaging. So these are like for like under the eye, and then you could kind of simultaneously use both. So I'm just going to use this to drag up the concealer that I was just talking about, and then drag up around the cheeks, and just like that. And then probably, so I wet one of them, so I'll use one of them for around the eye. So it's like really itty bitty beauty blender for around the eyes, and just like don't drag, but just kind of bounce around the eye, and then same on this side. And I'm just gonna make sure that I don't disrupt the eye makeup that I already just did off camera. And then just up, just to pull everything in an upward motion, just to look lifted. And then I didn't really put any in this zone because I'll probably just throw some blush on there, and like that. So it's just like kind of simple, no foundation, just because it's super duper hot and humid right now. It's July, so I guess it's totally expected. I'm kind of more of like a cold weather, but like it never gets super cold in California either, so we're super blessed in that way where we're not dealing with like super cold temperatures or anything like that. So I guess for me cold is like, I don't know, 60 degrees. So it's not really cold. I don't know if that's a really accurate representation of cold. But so for the hot temperatures here, it's like in the 90s, but it's also super humid. So it's like really not inviting to wear like a full face of makeup. So this is kind of my go-to for like a quick look while still like looking put together. So that's the goal there. So that's it. You'll see that there's like spaces that aren't as light as where I put the concealer, and that's kind of the goal, just because those are the areas that I want to look more bronzy, and my skin is tan, so I don't really need to put a bronzer. I just use this. This is like a former Laura Mercier, like larger version of this. So I just use this as like the plate to dump my powder. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey. This is one of my favorite products by Laura Mercier. I mean, I think she's really leading the makeup game for face products. I've always thought that, like she's not new or anything. She's just really good with that type of thing. And so it looks super powdery in the beginning, but then when you spray, basically you spray any of your favorite products as far as like a facial setting spray. And I have like 3 or 4 that I really like, and I'll show those on camera today. But it kind of just varies on which one I'll use depending on the weather too. So that kind of just pulled it all together without even using foundation, and then just drag it on the neck. So down, down, and around, just to kind of blend the whole look together. And I just use like the largest Morphe brush that they have for powder. Gonna grab one of the Morphe eyeshadow brushes and just go over the eyeshadow look that I started, just to make sure that I like the placement. So I'm just gonna go from corner all the way to edge, and you can make this like more like fancy if you want, with like dimension, if you want to add a corner color, which I wasn't gonna do that, but I can, just to show like what that would look like. So that's like if you just want like one fluid flush color. I always use this palette. This is like one of my favorite summer colors. So this is the Luna Magic Denuda palette, and I always use the color Sister. Like that's probably the only color I use here. This is like a pretty shimmer color too. This is called Exotic, but this one's my go-to. I love this color in the summer. Just really bright and fun, and in the beginning it does look super bright, but within a few minutes it kind of just tones itself down, especially with like the setting spray too. A pro tip, if you want to like make this actually more shiny, is like you just grab this setting spray, and I'm just gonna grab the D'Alba, and I actually just got a new one of this, but this is like the one I'm almost finished up with. But during Prime I got like the larger version of this. This is a really good setting spray. So this is the D'Alba First Spray Serum. It's hydrating, and it just like makes your makeup look even more radiant and like shiny. So I just spray the brush, and then I'll dip back into the pan if I want this to be shiny and like probably last all day. So just like that, and then just like really, like if you want your eyes to pop, like this is the best method. And then I just use like a brush that doesn't have any product to clean up any edges. So just like that. And then I think the liner looks okay. There's just like a couple of areas that I want to go over again, because this was just like kind of the blueprint of what I wanted. And then there's like a little area here that needs to get covered, and then just like that. And oh, this product, I've talked about it before, but this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour. It's their blackest black liner. This is like a really, really good product. And then I just want to go over my brows. They're tattooed, but sometimes they just need to be filled in a little bit. And got a lot of eyebrow pencils that I like. I like the NYX pencil too, with like the angled brush. But for today, you just grab this one. So this is the Brow Beater by Urban Decay, and then this is the dark brown. So that's that, and then this is the spoolie brush that you can use to just comb your eyebrows up. I know there's just something on the brush. I was just like, I don't know. So just brush up, and then since they're already microbladed and tattooed, I would just do some couple of hair strokes here in the front, and then just go over the basic outline. And also there's like the ability to clean it up if I need to clean it up with an eyeshadow brush. So that eyeshadow brush that I used, or I can use a different one even. So if anything like that went a little bit too high, I can just almost like an eraser remove that. Same on the other side. and just go over and under what's already there. I don't want to fill it in too much because it's already filled in. And then just drag this out. I don't want to go down, but out, because I want to open up my eyes. And same. There we go. So then my brows are done. Super simple. And at this point, I just want to go in with a blush brush. So I can use this one or like more of an angled brush depending on the look I'm going for. So I have an angled brush I prefer. So these are both Morphe, but this is the angled and this is just the round brush. So I'll go with the angled brush for today. I'm gonna grab my Cali Contour by Smashbox. And this one I usually just use like one color, which is this corner color right here. It's like the most orange color. It's called Banana Matte. And, oh no, that's the other side is Banana Matte. So this is the Banana Matte. So this is called the Cocoa Round. So this is the Cocoa Round right here. I think so. Yeah. I think so. So just go up and out. And I can also, again, use a brush with nothing on it to clean up anything that I feel like is like too much or just needs to get diffused a little bit better. So that's the way that looks. So I'm just dipping into it again. And just like that, I'll just grab the brush that I didn't use, the round blush brush, to move the product and just blend it in even more. And I'll just go under my jaw, kind of just contour, and above my forehead, it just gives it like a sun-kissed look, and then almost like contouring like the nose, just around the sides. And then under, and then just over to create like a lifted look on the bridge. And I could use a thinner brush, but I've done this so many times that like that totally works. So, okay. That's that. And then my favorite part of makeup is like lipstick. So lipstick and liner are like my favorite two parts of doing makeup. I mean, I love putting my makeup on. It's just fun for me. I'm just using the lip mask by Trader Joe's. This is the vanilla. It's very, I would say, comparable to the Laneige by the Laneige lip mask. That one's like $25 and this one's only like $5 at Trader Joe's, and they have that, and they have a different one as well. So that's a really good super buy. So just blend in the lip mask by pressing your lips together. And then I'm just gonna use this liner, which is like the closest liner that I found to my lip tone. It's called Caffeine Anywhere, and it's the Makeup Forever. So, and I could just leave it like that. I mean, it's pretty pigmented and it's like a lightweight color. But I think I'm gonna go in with my Revlon. This was like my favorite color for so many years. I used this for so long. I'm gonna use it today just because it goes with the eyeshadow. It's called the Gloss Super Lustrous by Revlon, and this is the Cocoa Crush. And I just really like how pigmented it is, but it's also shiny. And it's just like great for a summer look. And that's pretty much it. Like super simple, like really just a summery, shimmery, glowy look. This is the D'Alba I just talked about. And then this one I think is really good for humidity. So this is the Infallible 3-second setting mist. And it's like nearly like hairspray for the face. At first it's like, whoa, what's that? But what I noticed is like it does hold the makeup all day. So I really like that feature. So just shake it out, and then one spray will do it, and then it'll just hold your makeup. And humidity, you can even go swimming and it'll hold your makeup, and I found that to be really cool, just because like for the most part when I've gone into pools, like if I'm at a resort or I'm on vacation and then like I go swimming, and then like all the work I put in to look cute at the pool is just gone. But with the infallible spray, I really like how the makeup will just stay on, like even liner, like things that would normally run in the pool or mascara, like they don't run. So super simple makeup look. Oh, I didn't mention in my waterline, I got this Sephora product yesterday, and I thought it was a really good product. So it's a Sephora 12-hour colorful, and it's a liner, and they had different colors, and this is waterproof. But I just got this nude color, it's called Coconut, and you can just go into your waterline to just open your eyes up even more and just put it in like that, and it just like makes your eyes like look like they're super awake, which I like that. So it's like, looks like you got like 10 hours of sleep or something. So that's it. So that's my super easy, super quick look for summer. My go-to hairstyles in the summer are just like ponytails. Today I just did a ponytail with like 4 braids to just make it fun, but also just like out of my way. So I just put these little baby hair clips that I got at Claire's. They came in a set like this, and I just used like 4 of the clips, and I just pinned my hair back because it's like super hot, even though my hair was blown out. On my ends, I kind of like to use this K18. It's the molecular repair oil, and I found this to be a really good product. It's super lightweight. My hair is already in braids, but I could still use it. So it just has like a pump, kind of like this, and you just pump it in once, and then directly onto your hands, and you just rub it together, and you can just put it on the entire braid. Or you could do it before you braid your hair, and then just all over the top to kind of just keep the hair just very tame. And I have curly hair, but I had it blown out, so this is like a good way to hold the style, and when I undo this, it's just gonna look like really cool, and I can just leave it like out later on, like maybe tomorrow or something, I'll do that. But that kind of sets up the hair for like a different hairstyle the next day. I really like this hairstyle for the summer, and I think it's youthful too, which is fun. So anyway, this is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoyed watching how simple and easy it is. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and like, and thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye.